Okay, guys, today we're looking at this update that just dropped a few,
Yeah.
like at 11 or something. I don't know. I haven't been on this very long. I already checked out the earn play. This is pretty interesting. They call this like a minor update, a small update. Feels like they completely reworked what I haven't played it yet. We'll do that in the next video, but this seems like it completely reworked. Like it's now been renamed. Like this just feels like everything's been reworked, but I haven't seen everything here. So, souls required for the old, but the new is starting off at a... Okay. This seems like a... Okay, so it starts off cheaper. Okay. Yeah, it's still cheaper. Still a bit cheaper. Okay, I think overall they made it cheaper to unlock these things. Okay, health per boon reduced by 5%. Okay. All ultimate base and upgrade cooldowns nerfed by 15%. Dang. All ultimate base and upgrade cooldowns are nerfed by 15%. The rejuve buff duration reduced from 4 to 3. Dang. Respawn ramp changed from 8:30 seconds. Changed from 5:19 m. I honestly don't know what some of this means. To 8:35 m. Okay, that seems like it's pretty good. Guardian bounty reduced from they're reducing the okay. First blood bounty reduced from 150 to 125. Base kill bounty reduced. They are reducing every bounty. Dang. Trooper bounty ratio is deniable. Flying orb increased from 40%. Flying orb? What?
I'm also here for some reason.
Yeah, he's also here. Dash jump input window increased from 0.2 seconds to 0.25 seconds duration. It's pretty good. Dash jump distance increased from 18 meters to 19 meters. Pretty small increase. Dash jump vertical impulse increased from 400 to 425. Nice. Jump pads on top of the double center buildings have been removed. They removed them? They removed jump pad? I really hope it's not the jump
Aw,
pads I'm thinking of. Hovering an item in
I
the
know, right?
item shop now shows you a preview of for your investment bar. That sounds pretty good. Street Brawl no longer locks you out of getting off zipline in the first few seconds. Increase item randomness a bit. What does that mean? You just what? Okay, fixed enhanced sharpshooters and enhanced spiritual overflow, not maintaining bonuses enhancements. Okay, items. Mystic shot cooldown increased from 8 seconds to 9 seconds. Oh, they increased toxic bullets bleed damage from... Oh, that's big. That's big. That's big. Bigger than I am, which is pretty big.
That's false.
Shut up. Anyways, bleed damage increased from 1.7% to 1.9%. That's pretty crazy. Scourge. Max health DPS reduced from 3.5 to 2.6. Okay. Scourge max health DPS now scales with spirit power from... Okay, that seems like a negligible amount, I feel, but it could not be. But, let's see. Cursed Relic. Damage penalty increased from 10% to 14%. Ooh. And here we got the juicy parts. We got heroes. Abrams. Siphon Lifesteal T for his third move, I believe. It from +3 meter radius to +2 meter radius. Ooh.
We
Okay.
should make it +1 meteor radius.
Okay, Abrams again. Shoulder charges T3 reduced from 20-second cooldown to 18 cooldown. You know what? That makes sense. If they're reducing the radius, sure. I'm gonna quickly go get a drink. Jalen, entertain them. This is Jalen's segment.
Alright. So Ever need a computer but you only got a Nintendo Switch lying around? Well, may I introduce the modded Nintendo Switch running Linux. You can do all your daily tasks at there at 50 times less the speed. If you're only doing basic work like doing taxes, it works fine. But if you're trying to game or edit videos, be sure for slowdown and possibly certain things not working. Anyways, subscribe to Jay's Cosmos. Anyways, um, other than that, you should really give me all your iPhones, your old iPhones, because I'm chill like that, and your old game consoles and old PCs that you're not using. I just like old tech. So hit me up if you ever want to load off any of your junk. Just like how I kicked Cameron off a cliff the other day. It's pretty funny. Let's see. Do I have anything else planned? No, I don't think I do. Also, this echo is kind of getting annoying. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I definitely hear it. It's infuriating me.
I'm
Oh yeah,
back.
you should also friend. Oh shoot.
What were you about to do?
I was about to say you should also friend me in Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah, friend him in Pokemon Go. Anyways,
Oh, in ooh, yes. I'm
okay.
grinding.
Riposte T1 increased its cooldown from 7 seconds to 8 seconds. Okay. Riposte Grace Window to target after channel increased from 1 second to 1.3. Okay, this seems like a lot of the same move. Riposte cast range increased from. They increased it by 10 meters? Dang! Riposte targeting angle increased from 70 to 90. Flawless advance heal on hero hit spirit scaling increased from 1 to 1.3. Dang. Okay. Itani Lo San T3 increased from 40% bonus damage to 50% bonus damage. Apollo, I'm going to say this. I think he got a buff here. Like, this might be huge for the Apollo players. Okay, Billy not looking too good so far, but he might do pretty good. Okay, bullet damage per boon reduced by 10%. Dang. Bashdown melee scaling reduced from 1.1 to 0.9. Melee is like his thing. Bashdown T3 reduced from 60% melee damage to 50%. Rising Ram T3 maxed HP damage reduced from 10% to 8%? Dang. Rising Ram T3 max HP. Oh, this is tier 3. Okay, I'm an idiot. Max HP damage spirit scaling increased from 0.017 to 0.035. Breaks even at 111 spirit power. Okay, I feel like this guy. So, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make him more of a spirit guy. But, like, let him be his little melee self. This feels like a lot
Yeah,
for
Cameron,
him.
let him be his little melee self.
But, I'm gonna say this was mostly a down. I feel like there was mostly a nerf on his part. Like, Apollo got a buff, I feel. Abrams, I feel like it's just about even. Billy, they're gonna have to completely change up their builds, I feel, after that one. Okay, Celeste, dazzling trick cooldown reduced from 35 to 32%. Radiant daggers buff duration increased from 25 to 30 seconds. Radiant daggers spirit scaling increased from 0.56 to 0.63. Dang. Okay. Shining Wonder bonus range
Nice.
increased from
69 CP in Pokemon Go.
Shining Wonder damage. What the heck? Celeste just got a huge buff. Nothing but buffs for him. Her, I mean.
And
Jalen, I
Caitlyn.
don't think you
You're not.
understand. She's already considered pretty powerful and up there on the tier list. This is
I
like
no, not that.
crazy.
The fact that you
Yeah, I
referred to
know.
her as he.
I know. It's kind of crazy
You know, you gotta.
if you've looked at her if you've looked at at her sprite, you'd know she's a woman. So, don't know why I did that.
Yeah, you gotta have gender balance, bro.
Look
Not
at her.
neutral
Look
and
at her sprite
ethnically
real quick,
diverse.
Jalen. Look at her sprite real quick.
Send me a picture.
Do it yourself, Jalen.
I'm
Fine.
busy catching Pokemon.
Jalen, it's not real. Get over it.
Yeah, it is. Right, Tom?
Not like my anime
Tom
waifu.
knows. Alright, you know what? Get out.
I like making jokes.
He called me for at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. game.
I called him at 1 a.m.
Paris,
Thank you.
Paris, stay in my
Here you go.
balls.
It's a pretty big rundown. Anyways, Drifter. Okay, health per boon increased by 41 to 43. Global HP boon reduction is after this. Drifter,
Yeah.
Rend cast time reduced from
Why'd you
zero
call
point
it?
0.5.
What?
I don't know, Jalen. 0.5 to
E.
0. Dang, okay. I feel like he's getting a pretty nice buff. Rend post cast time reduced. Again. Okay, I feel like they just said that again twice, but okay. Okay. Rend tier 2 increased cooldown from 7-second cooldown to 8-second. Okay, okay. I guess it's to like match that. Okay. Blood scent tier 1 increased from 2 meters per sec 2 meters per second increased near an isolated enemy to 3 meters per second. Yeah, okay. Blood scent tier 2 increased from 18% missing health heal to 24. Dang. Okay. I'm a little decisive on this one.
Don't be
I
so
literally play
decisive.
random, so I don't really know. So an overall buff on characters is usually good for me. But I think this was overall decent. I don't think it was a buff or a debuff yet. Okay, Dynamo. Rejuvenating aura regeneration increased to 25 per second to 30 per second. So, a
Cameron,
buff.
but you don't
Straight up a
have any
buff.
aura.
Jalen, shut up. Oh, wait, Aurora. I meant to say Aurora. Grey Talon. Rain of
You don't have
Arrows
that either.
cooldown increased from 23 seconds to 25 seconds. Okay, debuff so far. Grey Talon. Guide Owl permanent spirit bound. Okay, he got like debuffed like he got a decrease here. Okay, he overall got a debuff.
He
He
peaked in colors.
hmm.
He peaked in colors, we.
Okay. Holiday
Colors
power
reveal.
powder keg velocity reduced. What? That seems kind of bull.
Well, you seem
Okay.
kind of bold.
I like holiday. This is some bull. Powder
Holiday by Green
keg.
Day?
Shut up, Jalen. Keg charge delay increased from 7 seconds to 7.5 seconds. Powder keg spirit scaling reduced from 1.4 to 1.2. Powder keg tier 3 reduced from plus 100 damage to plus 80. Come on. Holiday debuffed. Kinda crazy. I like Holiday. Haze.
Holiday
Sleeping
by Green
Dagger
Day.
tier 1 increased from minus 18% bullet resist to minus 10% bullet resist. Ooh, that's gonna suck. Okay, Sleep Dagger tier 2 increased 17-second cooldown to 18 cooldown. Smoke Bomb tier 3 increased from plus 40% bullet lifesteal to plus 50%. Crazy. Okay, that could be good. Mm.
Notre Dame.
Okay, Ivy. Ivy entangled Entangling Thorn Spirit Scaling increased from 0.45 to 0.55. 0.1 increase. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Kudzu, I'm gonna say these so wrong, oh my god. Connection replicated healing per boon scale increased from 0.5 to 0.85? Dang! Jalen, why don't you weigh in? What do you feel about these?
Mighty nice. I
Airdrop.
think they're pretty good updates overall. I really can't wait for Holiday by Green Day to come out in 2005 and Celeste to come out whenever it came out.
Okay. IV airdrop cooldown reduction when used on allies increased from 25% to minus 25% to minus 30%. Ooh, okay. Overall, Ivy got a buff. Ivy might become meta, more meta than she already is. Lash, ground strike cooldown reduced from 21 to 18 seconds. That's a major reduction. That's 3 whole seconds reduction. Like, fights could, like, that's huge. Flog angle increased from 30 to 38. Okay. Overall increase, he got a nice buff. Mino rake missing health as damage increased from 5% to 6%. I'm pretty sure that's good. I'm not exactly sure. Sanguine retreat tier 3 now also increased is range by 3 meters. Okay. Not Nox Nostra damage increased from 4.45 to 4.6. Nox Nostra tier 1 damage increased from 1.74 to 1.9. Ooh. Yeah, Mina got some buffs.
Mina Ashido?
I wish. I wish.
Wait, what? No, I was joking. I was joking.
Moen Krail Sandblast T tier 2 slow increased from 25% to 30%. Dang.
Cameron, don't make your computer wet again.
Moen Krill Sand Tier 3 increased from 20-second cooldown to 25-second cooldown. Okay, I think that's reasonable. Moen Krill could be annoying with that so much. Okay. Moen Krill combo bonus max health per kill increased from 30 plus 1 divided by boon to 40 plus 2 divided by the amount of boon. What? That's bull. We're just
Huh?
giving Mo and Crow everything now. Okay. Don't worry about it, Jalen. Mo and Crow can be slightly annoying to
Oh
play, and I
no,
think with these he's
I don't
overall
care
gonna
about
get
that.
Page. Okay, Page health per boon increased from 29 to 33. Okay. Bookworm tier 1 changes plus 2-second trail duration and plus 1 meter radius to minus 12-second cooldown. Page Bookworm Tier 3 changes, plus 10-meter range, and minus 12-second cooldown to plus 1 charge, plus 1 meter radius to plus 2-second trail duration. Bookworm Tier 3 changes, plus 100 damage, plus 30 DPS, plus 1 charge to plus 100 damage, plus 30 DPS, and plus 12 meter travel range. Okay. Plot armor tier 1 fire rate spirit scaling increased from 0.13 to 0.16. Plot armor tier 3 increased from 70% barrier to 100% barrier. Nice. Rallying charge is now properly counted as a miss for the minus 50% CD reduction if the only thing that
Sonic
was
CD?
impacted were non-heroes. Okay, okay. Page Rallying Charge T3 max amp increased from 50% to 70%. Okay, I think Paige got a buff. Now, would I say she's still great? Is she great? No, I don't think so. I think she could use some more work. Although these are pretty impressive. I think she's rivaling other supports like Kelvin. Paradox Kinetic Carbine Who now also increases
Health.
move speed spirit scaling 0.06.
Health.
Okay.
Kill it.
Paradox
Kill it. Kill
Kinetic Carbine Tier 3 changed from affecting max damage scaling to affecting both minimum and max damage scaling. I don't know how to feel about that one. Pocket. Bullet damage per boon reduced from 0.16 to 0.14, and his Flying Cloak Tier 3 reduced cooldown plus to 12 seconds to 1 second. I want to say this is probably a debuff, but it's so minor, it really wouldn't matter, I feel. Although in combat, having actually the 0.02 reduction is probably pretty big. I don't know. Okay, Rim.
Not bigger than
Tag
you stuff.
along healing per second. Yes, they are. Tag
Uh-oh.
along healing per second spirit scaling reduced from 0.66 to 0.4. That is a huge debuff. Tagalong Tier 3 missing health spirit scaling reduced. Dang! Bro, he is. Okay. Lil Helper's spirit resist reduced from 15% to 12%. Lil Helper's Tier 1 changes +1 helper to +1 helper and plus 1.5 meters per second move speed. Okay. Rem Lil Helper Tier 2 changes from 8% spirit resist and plus 1.5 minimum speed to plus 1 helper and plus 15% trooper damage and resist. Rim Lil Helper Tier 3 changes plus 2 helpers and plus 20% trooper damage and resist to plus 1 helper and plus 15 spirit resist. Dang, okay. 7. Lightning Ball charge delay reduction from 7 seconds to 6 seconds. Okay. Storm Cloud time to expand increased from 1.5 seconds to 3.5. Cloud damage intervals increased from 0.25 seconds to 0.3 seconds. Okay, it does say DPS unchanged, so I'm gonna count that as nothingness. I feel. 7. Storm Cloud Tier 1 now also increase initial radius by +5. Ooh, okay. So 7 overall buff, I feel. Shiv got a huge update. Jesus Christ, is this all? Yeah, this is all. Do this. Okay, Shiv. Alt fire damage now has a custom value per boon plus 0.2. Okay. Okay. Alt fire ammo consumed per shot increased. Ooh, okay. Alt fire knockback movement is now disabled by slowing hex state. Okay. Serrated knives cooldown reduced from 18 seconds to 16 seconds. I think that's pretty reasonable. Slice and dice now deals plus 25 light melee damage instead of 60 spirit damage. That is overall a decrease, I feel. Ugh. Slice and dice changed from minus 6% spirit resist to +4 spirit damage amp, I mean. Shiv Bloodletting Tier 2 changes plus 15% incoming damage deferred to plus 35 deferred damage cleared. Shiv Bloodletting Tier 3 changes plus 50% delayed damage cleared to plus 15 incoming damage deferred. Okay, so they kind of switched them out besides, like, plus 15 damage deferred. Okay.
Are you
Shiv
sure it's a
killing.
he and not a her this
It's
time?
definitely a he. Shiv killing blow now deals damage to troopers and neutral along the way.
You sure?
Killing blow executing a hero now instantly fills the rage bar. Okay. Killing blow now has the tier 3 recast 20-second on kill as part of the base ability. Killing blow full rage damage bonuses okay. A reduction, really? I don't think that was necessary. Blow range reduced from okay.
It's what Val
Another
thinks. What do you
reduction.
think, Cameron?
Tier 1 now also increases range by 6 meters. Okay. Killing blow tier 2 increased from 10% full rage damage to 16%. Tier 3 Killing Blow Tier 3 increased from 5% enemy health threshold to 10%. Okay. Overall, I don't know how to feel about Shiv. I think some of them were kind of unnecessary, but overall, I want to say, like, I think overall this feels like a debuff on his character, but I'm not too sure. I don't play enough Shiv to know.
I don't
Vindicta.
play any Shiv, but I'll say that was completely deserved debuff
You
from
don't
none of
even
what I've
know.
seen. Yeah, I've never seen anyone play Deadlock, but that was a very deserved debuff. Thank you, Valve, and continue to debuff him and rebuff all your other characters.
Valve, if you shoot him, I'll give you I'll give you three doubloons. Vindicta Stake Tier 2 reduced cooldown from minus 20-second cooldown to minus 22-second cooldown. Okay. Vindicta Crow Familiar T2 increased cooldown from 12-second cooldown to 16-second cooldown. That's a pretty big. Okay, had to be for a reason. Crow Familiar collision radius between each crow increased slightly. Vindicta Assassinate max bonus damage spirit scaling increased from 2.2 to 2.3. Okay. Okay, now to Viscous. Splatter tier 3. Splatter tier 3 spirit scaling reduced. Okay, nothing too serious. Also, I think Vindicta, I'm going to say it's a buff mostly because it seems like only two of them were really bad and the others seemed like they were pretty good. Anyways, um what were we on? Oh yeah, the tier 3. Okay, it's only point 0.1, so nothing too serious, I think. Puddle Punch tier 3 increased from okay, yeah, okay. That's pretty bad. Okay, Goo Ball tier 3 increased from plus 6 second duration to plus 7 second duration. That does not dictate a plus 4 seconds, I feel. I'm going to say overall debuff. Viper. Screw Jab Dagger Tier 3 now also reduces charge delay from 4 seconds to 2 seconds. That is pretty big. Viper Slither Tier 3 Spirit Scaling increased from 0.6 to 0.8. Crazy. Viper got an overall buff. I'm going to say negligible buff, but you know. Warden bullet damage per boon reduced from 0.34 to 0.28. Okay, debuff on that one. I guess it makes sense. I feel like Warden's a gun damage thing. Warden willpower tier 2 increased from 22-second cooldown to 24-second cooldown. Okay. Okay, Warden's willpower tier 3 increased from 2.5 spirit power scaling. Okay. Power to plus 2.7. Okay, I want to know what this means, but I'm pretty sure overall, this was a pretty good update. Okay. Overall, I think this was pretty good. I'm gonna be eating good as a random player increased. The boon table overall here increased to a much more, you don't need as many souls to get stuff. Your rewards over here pretty good for it, so I think that's pretty cool. Let's see what other people are discussing here. Uninstalling and going back to Marathon. Sick and tired of these unnecessary balance changes and only making the game worse rather than.
Actually,
Okay, pretty.
they're very valid balance changes.
Wear the Sinclair buff. Yes, thank you for the Celeste buff.
My
Anti-cheat
cat
and
is taking
delete
a pee right now.
deadlock. I don't see a single bad change here. Mad because your S plus tier main got nerfed. I want Bebop buff. Also nerf Bebop. What? What? Tism. What are you on about, Tism? You clearly have the Tism.
Who are you talking about?
Tism. I'm looking at some of the discussion points people are having.
Oh, you got
Cause
through the update
yeah, I
logs?
got through the update log. Overall, I like it. It seems pretty good.
Really? Because you thought a lot of things were bull.
I feel like three things were bull, but the other things I thought were pretty good.
Sure.
But okay, let's see here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This is clearly a major update. You guys completely reworked how the urn works. Small patch better than no patch. Excited to try and see the new objective. Peak. Why beat up my boy like this? I don't know what his boy is, but hey, we'll go to page four and
You
then
mean
finish this
who?
up. Yeah, yeah. Nerf Bebop. Dang. Page buff. I love. Yeah, page buff pretty good, but
Fuck.
I think she needed a little bit more. People are pretty excited for the page buff.
You and Cameron
Stop
confirmed?
buffing Mina and Celeste. I think Mina could use a buff. Celeste, I don't think she needs a buff. She's already S tier. She really didn't need one. Oh
What do you
yeah,
mean she's
Remy
S
and
tier,
Billy got
Cameron?
nerfed to the ground, I'm pretty sure. Not too bad, I think. Silver buffs. Another patch of Graves being unviable. Yoshi, you can't keep doing this. You me. Warden gets another gun nerf while Vin gets off scot free. Buff McGinnis. They killed Shiv. He was perfectly fine the way he was, but they really done him in. How is this a minor? This is insane. Finally a new objective plus old earn.
But
Yay
yeah, that's what you were
yay.
saying, right,
Yeah,
Cameron?
I was thinking this was like a pretty major buff. This was pretty major from that. Rim buff, son. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there we go. Page 3. Telling you right now, balance wise MFs will start complaining in a couple days because this is retarded. Time to stop playing. It's fun to read these comments. No idea that this game isn't even full release yet. How do people still not know this isn't fully released yet? Like, there's not enough characters for a MOBA. Fix
Well,
it.
they probably
Fix.
don't know that. They just think, oh, funny game is incomplete. That's on Steam.
Son, the F is that Shiv changes. People are pretty mad about some of these nerfs. Cool objective changes though. I'm excited to try them in game. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. It don't work. Earn goaded though. People are pretty excited about the earn changes. Where the major update? Let people do the minor updates before they get to these big ones. It's gonna take a while for a character to come out. Okay, I think your brain tumor is
Freaking
getting
fly.
bigger. That is crazy.
Cameron, shut up. That's something you would say.
And no ranking system changes nor matchmaking, so what have you been doing besides changing the urn for the 7th time? I think that's pretty good. Changing the urn is pretty good. Okay, I don't know what you guys
Not
are
for the
on about.
seventh time.
Yeah, it's still great, okay? Anyways, not bad. They're just other
Woo,
changes.
woo.
Okay. Pull up Apollo's pants when you are done. That's crazy. Fatal error, copy new entity, invalid class index, class name, breakable game. I'm gay. I'm not. That wasn't me. That was a
We know
comment.
you're
That
gay.
was a
We know you're
comment.
gay.
That was
We
a
know you're
comment.
gay.
That was a comment.
I'm so clipping that.
What
I'm
that? Hold on,
so
hold on, hold on,
clipping
hold on.
that.
This one's even worse. This is weird. Horrible, overall horrible woke balance changes that were used to seeing in other games. Not sure why McDonald's turret hasn't been nerfed. What is woke about these balance changes?
What is woke about a MOBA game?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Okay, on to the last few for 4. Okay, Warden gets done. Venator still remains untouched. This ain't it. anything but Yamato remodel. Another patch, another unnecessary doorman nerf. What the F, Yoshi? Hayes ulti was nerfed but didn't mentioned. Okay. Yoshi told me in a dream that every balance patch pushes the next major update by 6 weeks. Fix matchmaking, Yoshi. Apollo buff Ra. Should nerf Shiv a bit more. Shiv ult tier 3 at base is crazy.
In my opinion, they should buff Celeste if you know what I mean.
Okay, buddy. The worst
What?
path ever.
They
Nerf
should.
Doorman
Celeste
no.
isn't that good in
Redesign Earn
gameplay.
again yes. What the F they do it? Hayes ulti was nerfed but didn't mention.
Cameron's trying to do it with
Okay, buddy.
his.
Drifter plus oh yeah. Oh yeah, the poison the toxic bullets are getting increased. Okay, well, overall, I think I kind of like it. Control. Anyways, it was nice watching you guys. It was nice watching you guys. I'm watching you guys through your guys' goddamn walls.
Don't guys trust. He actually is. He's in my walls like right now, mostly because I'm in his basement, but still.
Anyways, guys, it was nice. It was nice looking at these. I overall think it's pretty good. You guys can leave your leave what you think about them is. But anyways, see ya.